Why the long faces?
We are at a crossroads, so to speak, where everybody can't help but wonder, what next? Where do we go from here?
Yes, more or less what I expected from you. But you got the picture. So, is your counter functioning? Have you checked it?
Yes, it's all green. Double-checked it. Stepan's in the green too. We don't need masks here.
So, they were telling the truth.
Who was telling the truth? Why won't you answer? Who are those people trying to kill us? Why would they shoot at you, the Order's commander? Explain something, at least. You owe us that.
Well, I might as well drop the bomb now. The war did not end.
What do you mean, did not end?
Let me finish. Most of our cities are destroyed. The rest of the country is probably under enemy occupation. To avoid new nuclear attacks against us, Command chose the only viable course of action: to play dead. To ensure radio silence, the SHIELD system was created. A network of radio jammers covering Moscow and suburbs. So that some radio enthusiasts wouldn't bring more bombs down on our heads by whining on air. And it's one of these jammers that got disabled by the hands of those present here.
Could you not have shared that before? Say, before Artyom took that radio outside and caught all that radiation?
No! I only got briefed half year ago. Under a strict, you talk, you die policy. And then had to tell my people we were securing a weather station.
Sir, with all due respect, if we can't go back, maybe we should advance and move on?
I have an idea, but... Artyom, rather than carrying on with this silent disapproval of yours, check the airwaves. We should be out of the jamming range by now, so give it your best try. Look for transmissions from the Ark. Do you understand now why we're traitors in the eyes of Command? We shut down a jamming station, shot up the guards, destroyed a patrol train, and ran away from Moscow. Who even needs a trial when the case is so clear? There's no way back now. Which means we have to continue moving forward.
Command, what are you talking about?
The Moscow Defense Command. Have you ever heard of the Invisible Watchers?
I have, but they're just an urban legend.
Not at all. They are Command.
Are you sure they care for more than just protecting their asses? You mentioned the Ark. What's that all about?
If Artyom finds their signal, you'll figure everything out. Otherwise, there is nothing to talk about.
Do you think finding that Ark of yours is going to fix everything?
I do not. But if you have a better idea, then go ahead.
Yes, I do. We have to find a good place for people from Moscow, like Artyom always wanted.
Giving them all to the enemy? A grand idea. I say, we solve our problems before moving on to saving all Moscow. All right? How is it going, Artyom? Found it yet?
There's a whole world out here. A world where we could live.
So far, we only know one thing for sure. Radiation levels are nominal. The air is breathable. But what about the rain?
So what? You can't even breathe in Moscow.
So, does anybody live out here? We don't know. How will they treat us? I don't know that either. What would they do if they found out there are survivors in Moscow? Again, I don't know. Keep looking, Artyom. There's got to be a signal.
But we do know we've been lied to. For 20 years, we've been lied to. We know they've been killing people.
Collateral damage is inevitable in operations of such scale and secrecy. Yes, people have died, but the bombs killed tens of millions. Yet we are alive. We stayed alive throughout those years.
Artyom almost got killed. Is he just collateral damage too?
Guess what? Yes! If you have to choose between the life of a single man, no matter how dear he is to you, and the lives of everybody else, all the dwellers of Metro. Then there's nothing to think about. Are you looking for it, Artyom? Come on, do your best.
Would you say the same about me?
And about myself, too. I've spent my whole life protecting the people of Metro. Do you get it? My whole life. And I wouldn't hesitate for a second. I'm prepared to do anything to ensure Metro survives. Even though they'd shoot me on sight if I returned now. It doesn't matter. Too many lives are at stake. Too many lives have already been sacrificed to hesitate now. Too many.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to... but we have to make up our minds. How will things finish for all of us if we start out lying to each other and arguing? We need to be better.
You ask me how things will finish. Well, let me tell you, it all depends on Artyom now. If he finds the frequency, if they are alive. Found it yet, Artyom? Please, try. It must be there. Nothing yet, Artyom. This signal has got to be there. Look some more. Keep looking, Artyom. There's got to be a signal. Found it yet, Artyom? Please, try. It must be there. Nothing yet, Artyom.
This is the Special Restoration Committee speaking from the Arts Project base.
Look some
Everyone
more.
can hear me. Everyone's still loyal to the cause. Proceed to the rally point.
Wait a moment, what was that?
The location is code 1811-7.
Listen, everyone.
Area 18-5. I repeat. Proceed to the rally point. Rally point location is code 1811-7.
Where was that number supposed
Area
Got it.
18-5. Only by
So
standing
it
together
is
shall we
somewhere
overcome
around
any
here.
and all
The
obstacles.
Yamantau Mountain. So the route from here should go like this. This is our goal.
So, is this what you had in mind?
Yes, this is it. The Ark Project is a whole city underground. Enormous stores, machines, the best experts. It is the Commander General's HQ. All of the country's leaders are there. They have already started the restoration work. We will tell them that Moscow is alive. It wasn't all for nothing. Everything will change. Everything. Do you get it? A new life is starting for all the survivors of the war.
By the way, are there any single women in that place?
Great reaction. So I think the moment calls for... Bring it out to me.
Bring what out, Colonel? Sir?
That thing that's been sloshing about in your canteen. You think I'm deaf or what?
That. Just a moment. I thought my ears were deceiving me.
It's not a short trip to the Urals, so we should make ourselves comfortable, I guess. Let's name this bucket of bolts at the very least, eh?
It's about time!
Let's go around and be done with him.
Nah, go to hell! Even better! Oh, come
How
on!
about Aurora? The Roman goddess of dawn and a cruiser of, you know what?
That's better!
Not bad. I like it.
Beautiful name!
Sounds okay, but the cruiser of what?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Looks like it's decided. Let's drink to
Aurora! Hey, Artyom, let's take a look at that map.
All right, we had a round. That should be enough. Yermak, full steam ahead.
Aye.
Full steam ahead.
Wow, that's some distance. I wonder how long it will take. you, Alyosha?
Oh, Anna, I was expecting an arrow from a cupid, but I got a bullet from an ugly motherfucker instead.
You sure you're okay? Because I know you.
Just so you know, scars attract the ladies.
And there's definitely a lot of those up ahead.
I don't need a lot, really. It's quality that matters.
Andrei Ivanovich, how long have you been working with those jammer people for?
About a year, I guess. At first, they got me to sign up by singing of my experience helping people. Told me about weather stations and mutant migration observers. I was proud to be helping those. Then, about 2 months ago, they loaded a bunch of people onto my Aurora. The guards took them outside and came back alone. Told me they took the people to a nearby station, but I knew it had caved in years ago. A few days later, I was coming back from a run. Stopped the train, went and found those people. Soon they understood I saw that ravine. Fed me the usual lies about the spies and whatnot.
Did you believe them?
Well, it sure seems safer to believe. But then, I just couldn't keep the charade up. Then the security officer told me straight. Whoever you speak to dies. The whole station dies with him if need be. So, that's how it went. But when I saw you, and then Artyom, I knew I wasn't alone anymore. You can't just keep these things in.
Now I understand why you helped us back then. Thank you.
Don't mention it. God willing, it won't end up being done in vain.
Yes. Have you ever taken a train beyond city borders?
No, didn't get a chance to go. I used to be a metro train engineer. I worked on the ring line. Ha! What a bore that was. Going round and round all day, round and round, and no real distance either. It used to take less than 30 minutes to make the lap. So I kept dreaming about how good it would be to just leave the metro and work on a real railroad. Travel around Russia, not to run in circles like a rat in a maze. My wife wouldn't let me. We had kids, too. When I'd start going on about the railroad, about my dream, she'd stop sleeping with me for months in protest. Yes. But when Moscow got hit, my Tatiana and the little Sashenka were at home. I was working that day. Irishka was waiting for me in the metro, returning from cram school. So we survived together that day. But in the end, I lost her too. TP. You know how it goes. So, I'm driving here and talking to Tatiana in my head. See, I say, you couldn't stop me for good after all. Here I am, on a real railroad. A real engineer. Tanyusha. I'm sorry I got so emotional there.
Oh, it's my fault. I'm really sorry. And thank you for telling me.
Hey, Artyom, is there any music on the air? After all those years in the underground, the air of the surface seemed incredibly fresh, intoxicating. But that was not what had caused the crew's euphoria. Our journey finally got a definite purpose provided by the transmission from the government bunker in the Urals. For 20 years we thought that neither the government nor military high command had survived. Turns out they're still around. Where were they while we were eating each other alive in the metro? We'll have a lot of questions for them once we reach Yamantau, if we reach it. The ruins of our country are under enemy control, according to Miller, and we'll have to fight through to our goal. A small team against the occupation armies? What are the chances that we'll succeed? That we'll get some answers?
Froze anything off yet, darling? Here, let's warm you up a little bit. So, what do you think our chances of getting to Yamantau alive are? It's the only thing on my father's mind. How to earn his forgiveness, get back to Metro and his old life. The life you had always been running from. And to think, I never believed you. And now I'm looking at this fog, thinking it could actually be hiding our new life from us. By the way, we should be approaching the bridge soon. Damn it! A campfire! People! There are people there! Hit the brakes! Sound the alarm!
Shots fired! 4 bogies on a trolley!
All hands, report to the bridge, on the double.
Artyom, you should probably get to the bridge!
Are you alright, Artyom?
Damn! They pierced the cylinder! How bad is it? Can we move?
Damn fog. Seems we ran through someone's roadblock.
Who was it? Any uniforms?
None. They They were wearing rags.
Just some old farts.
Old farts, huh? That's just the perimeter guard. They could have put anyone there, even women and children.
Do you really think we found them, Colonel?
Well, we can't be sure. I was expecting to run into them much earlier. The trolley is headed towards the bridge. Some fortifications there. This looks peaceful. A village and a church on the water. We need intel. Here, Artyom. I put a mark on your map. Get there and find out what you can about that bridge. Taking a prisoner would be ideal. Anna, you cover him.
Yes, sir.
May I go with Artyom too? As backup?
No. Until we figure out our situation, you are not to take a step away from the Aurora. These two can handle themselves just fine. Yermak, when can you get the Aurora running again?
I don't know yet. Gotta check on that cylinder, but a full day at least.
I see. Get to it then. Spartans, let's prepare the Aurora for defensive action. Stepan, Damir, get the perimeter.
I'm on Yes, it. Sir.
Duke, I need you to recon the immediate area.
Got that, sir.
Idiot, you give him cover from the Aurora.
Yes, sir.
Sam and Alyosha, stay in reserve.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget your notepad, Artyom.
Wait, am I not trustworthy anymore?
I'd tell you if it was the case, Sam. Now, cut the chatter.
Artyom, your notepad is there on the ledge. Let's go, Artyom!
Artyom, don't forget your backpack. It's a new model, a portable workshop, so to speak. The manual is inside. It doesn't come with crafting materials, though, so keep an eye out for those.
Let's move out, Artyom.
Just be careful out there.
Sure thing.
Well, that's all. Good luck, guys.
I gotta say, that was one flimsy roadblock. And those guys, well, they didn't look like army men at all. Just old men.
Be careful out there. Remember, most of the country has been destroyed or occupied. Even those who speak our language might be enemies, by conviction or out of fear. Got it?
Do you hear that bell? We must have given them a good scare. Maybe they served the enemy, enslaved or something. Going down. Haha, that was great. Say, that was one flimsy roadblock. And those guys, well, they didn't look like army men at all. Just old men.
Be careful out there. Remember, most of the country has been destroyed or occupied. Even those who speak our language might be enemies, by conviction or out of fear. Got it?
Do you hear that bell? We must have given them a good scare. Maybe they served the enemy. Enslaved or something. Going down. Haha, that was great. Hey, what was that? Could you check it out? I took a look around while you were inside. That electric tower there looks like a perfect sniping position. Let's go. Look, a rabbit! Ah, a boat. You won't have to go swimming after all. The locals probably get around mainly by boat. Okay, Artyom, I'll climb up there while you take the boat to the church. I'll call you when I'm settled. Right away.
Artyom, I'm at the top. It's an excellent spot. Looks like you've been spotted. Artyom, there's a woman on that bell tower waving a rag or something. I see people at the church. None seem to be armed. We'd better try the open approach. Let's not fire first, okay?
brother, Silanthius, has already started his sermon. Just enter the temple and see the light of truth. We are a peaceful lot, so please keep your weapons sheathed. And welcome!
might unite in the true faith and be saved. And so our embrace is always open to new brothers and will remain open forever and ever. So come, reject the folly and the sin, and embrace your salvation in our cloister. And by Satan's instigation, did mankind create technology in pursuit of blasphemy and destruction, all powered by electricity, the poisonous breath of Satan himself. And I had a vision inspired by the Lord, a vision of divine punishment for the sins of electricity and ungodly technology. And it happened as envisioned, and the sinners reaped the hellish fate from their own creation. And I had a new vision. So speaketh the Lord. And we, the just and beloved of the Lord, were saved by his will in our cloister. For we have resisted and repelled Satan's temptation. And I had yet another vision of the enemy's demons that would kill and maim with their electricity, and of the enemy's servants that would arrive riding a steed of iron to corrupt the just with their lies, and of a water guardian, the starfish, to be sent to us to remind us of our duty. And the forests were filled with demons of electricity, and many of those weak in faith died, and the starfish devoured many an apostate. And our hearts were stilled in their faith. So let us repel temptation, brothers, and turn our souls to prayer. And let the wrath of the Lord smite the sinners and demons the way it always has. And let the just inherit eternal bliss forever and ever. Amen. And if the heretics come for our lives, we will stand firm. For he who dies by the hand of a heathen is carried by the starfish straight to the kingdom of our Lord. And our Lord shall avenge such martyrs, for he front upon us. Banish her! That would teach them.
Yes, they are not worthy of the protection of the Tsar.
Exile them! Make them repent!
Patience, brothers and sisters! Patience and tolerance! For ye must accept thy neighbors like the Lord accepts thee. To truly turn their hearts from sin towards the heavenly bliss of true faith. So let us forgive the child, for she knows not the folly of her words. Let us forgive, brothers. Let us pray for the souls of the sinners. And let us forgive the child as the Lord forgives us. Amen.
Reject the folly and the sin.
Reject the folly and the sin.
Reject the folly and the sin. Amen.
Reject the folly and the sin.
Embrace salvation.
Embrace salvation. Amen.
Embrace salvation.
Amen. Amen. Reject the folly and the sin.
Amen.
Reject the folly and the sin.
Reject the folly and the sin.
Reject the folly and the sin.
Embrace salvation.
Embrace salvation.
Embrace salvation.
Amen.
Amen. Reject the folly and the sin. Amen.
Reject the folly and the sin.
Amen.
Reject the folly and the sin.
Embrace salvation.
Reject the folly and the sin.
Come up here!
Stay calm, brothers and sisters. The heretic is trapped, for so will the Lord. Soon our brother's militant will be here.
Come
and the
on!
Lord's justice will be done.
Let them kick Katya and her spawn out too.
She summoned the heretics with her spells.
Yes, the Lord's justice is our only hope.
Oh, Mama, it's him! The man from the train! He's here to save us!
I can't believe this. I had all but lost hope. We're not from here either. Silantius locked us up here a year ago. Yes, the bridge dwellers won't even talk to heretics. But I'll tell you everything I've seen in this place all that year.
Arriving under the cover of fog.
Oh, it's the bridge guard. Silantius fooled them just like the locals. But unlike them, the bridge guard have guns. Run! There's a way out down here and there's a boat at the dock.
We also have one, but it's too small for all of us. Artyom, she's alive. Get to the boat. We will rescue her later. Don't worry.
Go! Nastya and I can get to your train by ourselves.
Those amongst us that you find unworthy, but bestow a blessing of long life.
We've been thinking about escape for a long time. Even got a boat. But we didn't have anywhere to go until you showed up.
Oh, and get Uncle Chris from the port. He is so good. He can fix anything.
Artyom, I'll meet up with them and get them safely to the Aurora. Don't worry. Get to that dock. I can see the boat there.
Please, run! They'll feed you to the fish if they catch you. Those damn backward fools.
Mommy, what's going to happen now?
Mommy's gonna keep you safe.
So tired of this. I wish I could just go back home. But I sure don't want to be sent to fight those demons.
Yeah, I know what Father said. Tell me if you saw where he went.
Well, he just kind of vanished.
I see. All right, God bless you. And I will
So, brethren, have you found the heretic?
What a dance! He saw nothing, but still.
Yeah, right. Sure, he's going to hide in the church.
Search for him. I can feel his presence. so bad, being bored. I could deal with more of it.
Come out, you dirty spawn of Satan! Come out and don't tempt these men anymore!
We can't find him, Father!
Keep looking, my children, for he is about.
I wish I could catch a heretic. But no, there's nothing here.
Artyom, I can't cover you when you're inside. I'm changing position to meet the woman and child. I know you can handle this just fine.
Have you seen the heretic, sister?
Of course I did, that heathen.
So you have seen him?
We can't even look at them. Father Salanti forewarned us about it. If you look at them, you will see technology. And that's a touch of Satan. It takes 100 days of fasting and 200 days of
I should take a nap, really.
Hey, they say you worship the devil. That true? Will you teach me? I'd make a good apprentice. A really, really good one. Come on, teach me. Please, why are you leaving? Wait.
Himself. Come out and let the true faith purify your soul of sin.
We will find him! He can't avoid the Lord's wrath!
Keep looking. The heretic is still in here. Come out, you dirty spawn of Satan! Come out and don't tempt these men anymore!
There, in the passage. Did someone else see that?
Even the fish couldn't believe your dark soul of the sin.
Spawn of Satan! Hey, why are you lying here, brother?
God save me! Brothers! There's a body here! Enough fighting! See? Brother! You say the heretic is just gone for us! We have to surrender!
I give up! Even though you're a heretic, I still rely on your conscience! Don't shoot!
I can't do anything! You're just stronger, heretic! I can't do anything! You're just stronger, heretic! I give up! Just don't shoot, please! That would be a grave sin! That's it! I give up! That's it! I give up! That's it! I give up!
I give up! I've no choice but to rely on your mercy, even though you are a heretic. I give up!
right? A shame you couldn't get away quietly, without bloodshed. They're bound to hate us even more now. Oh well. Artyom, Katya, and Nastya are with me now. See you aboard the Aurora. Check the map. Looks like you can row straight to it from there.
Artyom! Over here! Come on! What the fuck was that? A whale? It's fucking huge!
The old man sent me out as a forward sentry, told me that I was to sit tight and under no circumstances look for any action. So I just had a front row seat watching you there. And holy shit, you did not disappoint. Anna has already reported on the cult. How about we trade places? I'd hate to come back to Moscow without even firing once. I was trying to win a girl over from one trader. Tough luck there. Why does everybody else get fun missions? The colonel does criticize you and all, but he gives you all the best action. Is this his way of showing affection or trying to get you killed? But I have to say it's unfair. I've been dragged out of Moscow, and for what? Stalking the furnace and sitting in a bog with a dumb spyglass. Here, though, we do have a chance of finding some loot. There is this plane there. Just leave something for me. I'll have to stay longer, I suspect. The shrimps are giving me trouble, though. I wish I could somehow talk to that catfish into chomping all those water bugs. How did Mowgli talk to the animals, I wonder? Speaking of Mowgli, we have the same blood type, you and I. Haven't you noticed? Well, I guess you have to go now, Artyom. I feel your father-in-law training his binoculars on us to turn us into pillars of salt.
Here's Artyom, back from the abyss of NATO occupation.
You're alive! Impressive after the horrors Duke told us about. Let's go. Dad's talking to Katya right now. They are so nice. Both Katya and her daughter. And Katya's medical training will come in handy.
Thank you for the information, Katya. But there is one more question I need to ask.
But of course.
What do you know of the occupation forces?
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite get what you...
So, you've never seen any foreign army in this area?
No, I haven't seen any army. But we haven't really been to any important places.
I see. Artyom, a moment.
Thank you,
Artyom,
Artyom.
stop
If
by
not
my
for you,
desk
we'd
once
never
you're
have
done
escaped
talking
that
to the
place.
old man.
They were so
I've got
busy
something
looking for you. And then Anna picked us up.
Yes, Uncle Artyom. Thank you. And your wife is great. She's kind and really strong. Thank you, Auntie Anna.
There you go, Artyom. As I always said, you lucked out with me.
We all lucked out with Anna.
Artyom, come over here, please. Great job saving them, Artyom. Katya here has provided us with vital information. A mechanic called Crest is hiding in the port. His help is required if we're to fix the Aurora in the foreseeable future. Yermak can't handle the repairs alone. So, once you're ready, go to the port and invite Crest to join us. And then get back ASAP. We'll have to decide what to do about the fanatics on that bridge. Now we know for sure that the bridge is in working order. They crossed it last year when they got here. Well, at least some things are clearer now. But still, so many questions. There might not even be any enemy forces around here at all. They probably garrison the key regions only. In any case, we'll learn everything once we reach Yamantau. From the top source. The Moscow government is essentially a local council, to put things in perspective. So, now we just need to figure out how to cross this goddamn bridge.
Damn. What do I even do about this? I could replace the cylinder, but there's just no spare. I've got to fix this one. And I don't even know where to start. It usually takes a whole workshop to fix things like that. So you're going to the port to look for that mechanic? Please, do your best. Otherwise, we might as well get used to this place.
Hi, Artyom.
Hello again, Artyom. You did great out there. Or so everyone says. In the meantime, we have dug in here. We've been waiting for the occupying forces, but so far we have only seen winged and four-legged ones. Our ecology seems to sit badly with them. Some bandit-looking characters in the distance, too.
So, Artyom, are you going to the port? There's nobody there. At least, I haven't seen any normal people, but there sure are mutants, so you'd better take care.
Take care, Artyom? The scourge of the Dark Ones? Go get them all, Artyom. They'd better hope they can run fast enough.
What? Water, please. Perhaps you would also care for a little snack. Fuck you. We get the dough, you drink.
Why the heck would I stick around here alone? A whole gang could get eaten here.
Where is that fucker? Guys, we're getting fucking trouts!
I'll fucking rip your ass in two! Fucking...
Like there's nothing here anymore. At least, I hope so.
Here, you fucker! Need a reload! Get your food! Take this, you bitch! I'm gonna fuck you up for this. Die, you!
Help me! I beg you in the name of the starfish. Untie me, please. Thank you. Thank you. These devils caught me on my way to the house of the fish. I had a penance from my father, Celandius, and so I got about halfway, and then this got me.
Oh, I see you're one of the heretics. But I tell you anyway, there is a cache here, on this island. There is a device, but we can use it. It's a sin, but you could. I'll just have some rest here before I go back. I'll keep praying for you to the starfish for the rest of my life. He might save your soul.
By the way, Alyosha, my friend, that Katya lady Anna brought in, she's a nurse, so maybe you should have her look at your wound, huh? It'd make a great opener for getting acquainted, you know?
No dice. Stepan's all over her with his rugged charm. I haven't got a chance.
Katya, Nastya, come have some tea. Don't be shy.
Also know the place like the back of my hand now. It sure seems interesting. There used to be a military stockpile of some kind here for a while. Didn't go inside though. Looks like there are some chemicals there. Then there's this house across the channel from here. It seems to be long abandoned, so something interesting might still be there. Can't get to it without the boot, though. I guess I'll have to do something about it soon. Anyway, life goes on. That's all in the news department for now.
down there! Hey, find a way up to the building's roof! I'll lower the crane for you! Here! You're pretty amazing, bratuха. That was crazy. Блин, those mutants are pretty hardcore. The villagers never have a chance against them. You just cut through them, блин. Well, it's pleasure to meet you. Name's Crest, by the way. Are you from the train? Bet the locals wouldn't even talk to you guys. Opened fire right away, didn't they? Of course, those dumb bastards. I've been here long enough to know the drill. They have a cult over there. The dumbasses are hung up on technology having destroyed the old world. So they don't exactly take kindly to smart guys here. And me, well, they were just gonna lock me up until I agreed to go fight those electrical demons of theirs to absolve my sins. Because I was in cahoots with Satan, apparently, блядь. Some Satanist I am. I've been fixing engines and trading all my life. Now I'm moving to the east. Блин, I'm sick of this part of country. There's just nothing to do here anymore. The cities are gone. Bandits, beasts all around. Lots of space across the Volga, though. Plenty of opportunity. So, I came here with my rail car full of trading goods, hoping to make a few sales on the way east. What a fool I was. I was lucky to get out alive. Anyway, since you've arrived, I've been thinking of this little plan I had, never had a chance to pull off alone, but since you guys are also going east... Now, judging by what I could see with my binoculars, it's a miracle your engine is still running. Oh, by the way, take the binoculars. I'll show you where everything is. Look at the bridge first. See that section on top? It should lower if the emergency mechanism still works. Katya from the church should know better. I've never been to the bridge myself. There, to the right, that huge hangar. That's a terminal, blin. The cultists consider it a holy place. Covered it all in graffiti, schmaffiti. Their tsarfish live there, you know. Stupid bastards. Even further right, see the building near all those carriages? Used to be a train depot. There are some bandits there now, but the place itself ain't bad. Oh, the area nearby isn't too bad either. There's a good hunting and stuff. I set up several safe camps around there. If you find them, you could rest, fix your equipment. Unless you prefer spending nights at an open campfire. Now, come on, let me show you my home now. Here is my cave. And this is where I live. Not a palace, one. Oh, here's a bed. So if you're tired, my home is your home. I made a workbench to tinker on. If you need ammo, grenades, there's some raw materials here. So help yourself. You can have anything you like here. Can't carry all the shit anyway. Come on, don't be shy. Oh, anyhow, gotta tell you, this isn't just a pretty face. I've got a whole lot of knowledge stored up in here. And look at these ants. They know how to fix stuff. You'll never have second thoughts about picking me up. Managed to buy some smokes from the villagers before the assholes chased me away. Now, you could take this zipline down, just hook up and away you go. Dumb cretins didn't like my light. I've been banned from the village and the bridge ever since. But I guess you shouldn't start a fight with them right away. They are dumb and brainwashed, so they were probably just scared shitless by your arrival. I'll bet they thought Judgment Day had come, and right on time, too. You have nothing to fear from them. Yeah. The beasts, well, that's another story, though. Take these ugly mutant bastards from earlier, for example. One of them, it's nothing, but you come across a pack of them? Oh, just run. I once had to drop all my shit to just get away, and I consider myself lucky. Ooh, the motherfuckers are smart. Throwing rocks. Those things hurt like hell.